Messages from your twin flame. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Breann, a Master Certified Ascension Coach with Twin Flames Universe. And I decided it was time to pull some cards and for the purpose of seeing, what messages, what communication, your twin flame has for you, especially for those of you that are still experiencing physical separation. I feel like it's good just to find, what the energies are and maybe give some like guidance and direction, and knowing that physical separation is not a permanent state of being. It's just something that you're moving through. And as you are doing your inner healing work and as you move through it, you naturally come together with your twin flame. And if it's a desire that you have in your heart, well, it's because it's meant for you to have. Like, we don't walk around with desires in our heart because we're just supposed to, pine for it and, hope that it can be. It's an actual thing that you truly are meant to have. And so, yeah, you just seen with the introduction, I shuffled the card deck, so I've not looked at the cards yet, but I'm just going to pull probably about 3 or 4 cards, and we'll go from there, see what what it is that you're moving through, and know that this is a collective reading. And so take what resonates in your heart, and you're going to know if it resonates for you because you're going to be like, that's for me. And so parts of it might resonate, and there might be parts that don't, or it might all completely resonate with you. So let's just see, what the messages are today. So the first card we have is, let's see here. So it's upside down, number 5, and the upside down meaning says, and I'll show you the card, don't worry. It says caretaker, chaotic, self-critical, and shame. There we go, upside down. And what I feel like, what instantly come up when I, looked at this card upside down and I read the key words as to the meaning of it, is that your twin flame is asking you to prioritize yourself. This is really good stuff, guys. We're just like starting, and this is good. So your twin flame is asking you to put yourself first, because it feels like what's happening, and especially around the holidays, that we can tend to try to put others' happiness before our own and people pleasing. I know there's a lot of us that have or are moving through letting go of that people-pleasing energy, because when you're trying to work on, or you're trying to put others' happiness and prioritizing them above your own needs, wants, and desires, that can lead to feeling resentful, because you're taking from yourself. And so your twin flame is asking you to stop doing that. Like, stop people-pleasing, stop trying to make other people happy, including them. It's not your responsibility to make your twin flame happy. And people-pleasing with any relationship is repulsive, but especially with your twin flame. Like, if you find that you're trying to make your twin flame happy, or you're trying to do things to please them, stop that. Don't do that, because that repulses them. That pushes them away, because you prioritizing your wants, needs, and desires is actually what attracts them to you. Have you ever seen a really like confident person, someone that felt very, just like very accepting of themselves and very confident in their being and very, sure of themselves and happy and joyful, and they just emanate that power, that divine power? That is attractive, that is magnetic, and it's not going to look the same for everyone, but your twin flame is asking you to respect and honor yourself and prioritize your needs and wants, because that's what attracts them to you. All right, second card we got. It says number 8, rainbow, and it says enlightened, adaptable, soulful, and connected. Very beautiful. Yeah, so what I feel, your twin flame is communicating from this card is like accepting all of yourself and not trying to hide any part of yourself, because that's something big that I moved through in my union. If I felt that there was a part of me that was not good enough or not worthy, I would attempt to hide it, or I felt, maybe shameful, and I wouldn't be my complete and authentic self with my twin flame. But I quickly figured out that also it repulses your twin flame. Whereas if you, like her dress or her robe here is very colorful, and that means that the expression of who she is very colorful, and that means that all of who she is beautiful and divine and worthy. And once again, your twin flame is asking you to fully embrace who you truly are, and not to hide away or reject or, condemn any of those parts of you that you thought might be unworthy, but simply just respecting and honoring and loving yourself. Because once again, that is an attractive energy to be in while you're manifesting your twin flame union. All right, so let go of the people pleasing and be your complete and total self. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is beautiful. So we have number 31, reality check, and it has a unicorn. And it says, assessment, exploration, honesty, and determination. Yeah, I feel like, let me show you the card here. So I feel like what's coming through here is that, and I thought this in the beginning too, is that, I met my twin flame and I knew that I was on a spiritual journey. In essence, it's a spiritual journey. And in meeting this beautiful person and then going through physical separation, there was many times where I thought, this is just some fantasy, right? This isn't actually for me to have, because it was such a profound love, a profound connection. And sometimes I just felt, quite frankly, disheartened, and I didn't, actually feel like it was going to come to be for me. But even in that, I persisted and had faith in what I desired. So what your twin flame is communicating to you here is let go of the idea that it's not for you, or that it's all in your head, or that it's just a fantasy and it's not going to happen for you. This is real life, people. Like, everyone has a twin flame, and it's not some woo-woo, I guess is the best word to describe it. It's not some woo-woo relationship that only 144,000 people get to have. Like, that's unrealistic and quite frankly nonsense. If you are watching this video, any twin flame related material, if you're attracted to the twin flame connection, the label, anything of that nature, it's because your heart is guiding you in the direction of your dreams and desires, and you too have a twin flame. And it's not unrealistic, it's not impossible. It is challenging, absolutely, indeed, and it is going to trigger you, it is going to upset you, because that's the separation that's needing to be released and removed from you and your twin flame so that you can be together. But this is real life. So your twin flame is saying, and you can see the butterfly up here, which is transformation. But your union, it is real life. It's not a 5D kind of thing, guys. It's real. You're meant to have it physically in your life. So it's time to let go of maybe any ideas that it's a fantasy or it's all in your head, that it's not for you, because that's simply not true. And I know that with it being, once again, the holiday season, there can be lots of feelings of like loneliness coming up, and, just like really missing your person. But this is a good time to not give up on yourself, because it is meant for you. And the cards are a complete mess because I had them sitting in my lap. But yeah, so reality check. Your twin flame is confirming that yes, this is a real deal. This is going to happen. It is happening, and it's all underway. So there's your confirmation. And so the reason that I was trying to get the cards back in, put together, is because I wanted to see what the bottom card said. All right, and so this is the last card that we'll do. But it is upside down, and it's number 7, Raphael green, which is a heart chakra. And the upside down meaning says emptiness, hibernation, sarcasm, and lethargy. And I feel like this is just confirming exactly what I was saying is like, it's matters of the heart. And the twin flame journey is a healing journey. You can't get around that. And maybe that's a bit of a reality check too. Like, you can't sit around and wait for your twin flame to come to you. Like, you have to actively be healing the blocks that you're having that are telling you that you're separate from your twin flame. And if you're not doing that, if you're just, focusing on your dreams and desires, but you're not diving deep into your heart space and uprooting where you don't feel good about your reality of being separate from them, you're essentially like putting off your union, because that has to be addressed. You have to look at what does feel good, but also what doesn't feel good. You have to address both sides of that. You can't just address one side and expect the other to handle itself. You have to explore your heart. This, like I said, it's matters of the heart. And so your twin flame is inviting you to look into your heart. And if separation is still what you're experiencing in your reality, it only means that there's an inner block inside of here. That's all it is. It doesn't mean that the external circumstances are keeping you separate. The external is a result of what's in here. And so once again, it's just the relationship that you're having with yourself that needs to be addressed. And it's just love. You loving you where you feel unloved, where you feel not worthy, where you feel not good enough, where you feel maybe rejected. It's like, you have an inner child inside of you, and seeing how that inner child feels. Does she feel completely loved, nurtured, and cared for? And if not, go within and love that part of you and know that that's you resolving the separation that's causing your twin flame to be physically distant from you. And if you're wanting support with your journey, feel free to reach out. Like I said before, that up until January 1st, we're offering free 20-minute consultations, but January 1st, there will be a cutoff that will no longer be available. So if you want one of those, I highly recommend claiming it now. And that way we can address your personal situation and find a way forward for you. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.